EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Oilers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Right back to him on first down. Space to run past the 20 and all the way down to the 5. 68 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got him. 19 Lion.
They snap it to Herbert, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. Check 9, check 9. Let's go.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 54 yards. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Hey. Be good. Shift. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Shift. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. 180. Ready, shot. Hey. Alert 3. He's checking.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
70 Lions. Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check the backer. Check. Hurt. Switch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Lucky. Slam. Watch twist.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. To see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play action. It's Herbert.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Herbert on 1st down now.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Robert Tunyon.
26 yards.
And the Oilers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Yo. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson gonna let one fly for Robbins. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
86 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Jackson being chased out left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Jackson running again.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And
trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Drop deep. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They hand off to their big tight end. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Check 52. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
43's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Street. Watch it.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown. A.J. Dillon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Oilers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass, and that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Herbert now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shot.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A slant to Jones.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Go. You better be afraid of me.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's taken to the 26. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. On second down now, it's Sanders. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hatchet. Check 99. Check no rig. Go.
Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch the edge. Show an A. Check it.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a second down. Back to throw. Herbert. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, Herbert forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Dancing to his left. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Army. Hey, check, Mike. Cup 19. Hey, let's get them home.
On fourth down, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Touchdown. That's caught. Robert Tunyon, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They go play action with Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action. It's Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Hey, alert 3.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Herbert.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And Sanders has got it complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jerry Jeudy
there to make the grab.
And the Oilers get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Herbert.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Herbert to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Herbert going to throw.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
I got one. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.